This is Brain Self-Care, 2 books in 1, Stranded Brain and Listening to My Body. Unlock your brain's healing potential to manage stress, become more productive, and improve your brain power. Written by Dr. Belinda Hollis. Narrated by Sara Holzem.
Stranded Brain. Introduction to Neuro-Linguistic Programming. How to stop overthinking, quit procrastination mood, start positive inclinations, and gain the self-esteem to say yes. Written by Belinda Hollis. Narrated by Sara Holzem. Stranded Brain. Introduction to Neuro-Linguistic Programming. How to stop overthinking, quit procrastination mood, start positive inclinations, and gain the self-esteem to say yes, by Dr. Belinda Hollis. Narration by Sara Holzem. Introduction. Overthinking is an issue which has plagued humans since the first people had brains. Now, as time has moved on and our culture and technology has begun to move on at an even faster pace, it has become all the more common. We are constantly finding ourselves compulsively checking our phones to see what kind of praise or vitriol our social media posts have gained. This fast-paced society we live in makes overthinking all the more easy in that we now find ourselves worrying about more nebulous threats than the lion that's chasing us. Our concerns now deal more with issues that we cannot directly confront, such as bills, grades, marital problems, etc. It can seem impossible to ever get some downtime and truly unplug from this chaotic world. We are all familiar with the uncomfortable feeling that stress can bring us and how it can damage things like our heart and our sleep. But few of us have perhaps ever sat down and wondered how we can combat this too common ailment. This book has been designed and written to help you combat and understand how overthinking works. A simply written and easy to understand guide on how you can prevent overthinking and what causes it. From the way that overthinking can clutter your mind and make any and every decision seem incredibly challenging, to how negative influences and bad habits can lead to more overthinking. Oftentimes, when people try to go about understanding and then defeating overthinking, they miss one of the most important components of defeating anything, and that is to know your enemy. With multiple sections on what can cause overthinking in this crazy world, you will find that after reading through this, your understanding of overthinking will go from a simplistic worldview to one that allows you to see and understand all the nuances associated with it. As a result, you will quickly be able to combat many of the issues associated with too much thought, such as lack of sleep, poor mental health, and most importantly, the negative physical health that can occur. Speaking of poor sleep, an often overlooked part of overthinking is how negative and poor sleep can affect your mental health. Well, this book has a whole section dedicated to trying to get the right amount of sleep when you need, and how to break many of the negative sleep habits that develop in our world today. Finally, this book will conclude with a deep discussion on meditation and its effectiveness in treating overthinking. Instead of going into the most complex method of meditation, which many individuals try to do, this book will teach you from the basics, such important topics as how to meditate, where does meditation come from, and how it can defeat overthinking. By utilizing all these different methods in conjunction with each other, you are now setting yourself up to be in a scenario that will allow you to combat overthinking in the most effective way possible, all while being simple and easy to understand. Now you will have the tools to defeat overthinking. With these tools at your disposal, you can finally begin to live the happy and amazing life that you very much deserve. Chapter 1. The Basics of Overthinking. In short, overthinking can best be described as putting too much thought into issues that perhaps do not require a whole lot of thought to begin with. Take, for example, someone who worries constantly about how they will pay their bills. They tend to be under the assumption that by worrying about paying their bills, they are somehow working to fix the problem. The reason for assuming this makes quite a lot of sense. If you assume that most problems can be
Sample complete. Ready to continue?